Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest, and I was asked this question the other day. My friend was asking me, man, how are you pushing out so many videos? Like, how are you pushing out so much content? So in this episode, we're going to talk all about how you're going to keep pushing out content to your audience. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to build passive income, become financially free, and design your best lives. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos. Now, I know it's hard to be consistent with your content and like keep pushing out content because there are so many different platforms that you need to keep up with. Not only maybe your YouTube channel, but maybe your blog as well and your social media platforms. And I know it can be very overwhelming, especially if you have other things on your plate, right? I have a full-time job. I'm also working on other things like course creation and my email sequences and all of these things, and it can really add up. So I hope these tips are going to help you guys, and make sure to watch to the end for my 4 different tips around creating more content for your users. So tip number 1, you're going to batch your content. Normally people kind of make content on the fly, but it actually takes a lot more time in my opinion. I find that if I can batch everything in one day and batch it up for a few weeks at a time, it'll save a lot of time because I focus on one thing at once and I can schedule that content later. So in order to do that, I schedule out my posts, right? So for my videos, I do about 2 videos a week, but basically I normally film once every 2 weeks or so, and then I hand off my content to my editors, and then they help me edit my videos. In order for the video to not look super repetitive with the same clothes and things like that, I tend to change outfits between videos so that it doesn't look completely the same. So I find it's really effective and time saving to kind of batch your content in one day and then schedule that out for multiple weeks. I also find that it makes you a little bit more intentional with how you're posting, because if you want to do a series about a certain topic, you can batch that out for like 2 weeks time, and then you already know what's going to come, versus you're doing it on the fly and you're having to think of the ideas at different times of the day. Having it all planned out makes it easier for you. Number 2, you guys should repurpose your content. So I repurpose all the time. If you guys notice, my YouTube videos become podcast episodes and then become blog posts, and then a lot of my Instagram and my TikTok content is kind of repurposed as well. I will talk about this more later about how you can repurpose content in a future video, so watch out for that. That way you don't need to constantly think of new ideas for multiple platforms. It can get super overwhelming, and I would not be able to do that. I always repurpose content and always batch my content. Number 3, I've talked about this before, but basically you should create a content calendar. This helps you become more intentional with how you're posting, and it kind of goes along with point number 1, where you don't spend extra time on different times of the day to figure out what topic ideas you need to create. Having a planning session, filling out that content calendar is super helpful and saves a lot of time. So what I do on my Google Sheets is I kind of write down all my topic ideas, and then I highlight it in orange when it's basically filmed and not edited yet, and then I highlight it green when it's edited and published. So then I have it all organized where I'm like, okay, I haven't talked about this topic, maybe I can do that today. So creating a content calendar will really keep you in check. And then lastly, I use Google Keep to organize my life. I've talked about Google Keep a lot before, but it really helps you when you're trying to organize your daily tasks. If you don't have things written down, it takes a lot of your brain space and then it gets overwhelming. So I tried to write everything down as much as possible so that I can be way more efficient when I'm working. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 tips on how to keep pushing out content. I use these 4 tips all the time, and it really saves a lot of energy. If you guys like this video, make sure to comment below and let me know if you guys use any of these 4 tips. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.